Hi, I am Steven Vrancken, physiotherapist for Deceuninck Quickstep, and I'm going to show you some tips on stretching for cyclists. I have Mikkel Honoré with me, who will demonstrate some exercises which can keep you cycling on the bike. So the first exercise we're going to show you is an exercise to stretch the lower back, because like you all will know, on the bike there will be a lot of pressure on the lower back, and with the following exercise you can stretch yourself a little bit. So first of all, your start position is you lay down on the ground, your arms open on the level of the shoulders. Okay, your legs are extended. What you're going to do first is you're going to lift up your leg as high as possible, then you lay down your feet at the opposite side, and then you pay attention that you don't lift up the arms and the shoulder on the side of your leg. We stay in this position for 10 to 15 seconds, where you can feel the stretch in the lower back. And after 10 to 15 seconds, we come back to the neutral start position. We wait 3 to 5 seconds, and then we're gonna swap to the opposite side. Other leg, lay down your feet, pay attention, your arm and your shoulder don't come up. Feel the stretch in the lower back. So stretching can never be painful, you can only feel the tension. So you're gonna repeat this exercise 3 times with the left leg, and you're gonna repeat it 3 times with the right leg. Always keep the stretch 10 to 15 seconds. The following exercise is a stretch exercise for the iliopsoas muscle, a very important muscle when you are pedaling on the bike. You use that muscle to pull up your legs in pedaling. So we're going to show you an exercise for that. This is the start position. You sit down on one knee and the other leg is in front. You try to make a nice angle of 90 degrees. You pay attention that you stretch out very well your lower back, that your back is very straight. You put your hands in the middle. Okay. The side of the knee which is on the floor, that's the side you're going to make the stretch. Pay attention one more time, straight again. And then with your hands you push forwards your pelvis until you feel the stretch over there in the iliopsoas muscle. Again, keep the stretch 10 seconds, and then you go back again to the neutral start position and you swap to the other side. With this exercise, it's very important that you always pay attention that you start from the right position, that you pay attention on your details. Flex forwards. And now you feel the stretch again. What you can do to make a little bit more or feel a little bit more the stretch is that you lift up one arm at the moment you're in your stretch position. So now Mikkel feels the stretch. He lifts up one arm of the side which his foot is on the floor, and then he will bend over with the trunk to the side of the knee down on the floor. And with this, you can make a little bit more tension, a little bit more stretch in the muscle than without. But always pay attention, stretching never hurts, don't feel any pain, only tension. So next exercise is a stretch for the piriformis muscle. Also a very important muscle, because when you're sitting on the saddle, there comes a lot of pressure on this muscle. It's located deep into the glutes. So Mikkel will show you now how you're gonna stretch it. We start with the right side. First of all, we're gonna flex the knee, and we bring the knee as close as possible to the chest. Really as close as possible, that's very important. Once we reach it, we have that point that the knee is as close as possible. We push the knee to the opposite shoulder, and then with the left hand, we're gonna make an internal rotation until you feel the stretch into the glutes deep inside. Again, 10 to 15 seconds. and then you come back to the neutral position and you swap to the other side. We're going to show the left side now. So first of all, again, flex the knee, bring as close as possible to your chest, push in the opposite direction, take your hand, take your ankle and make the internal rotation. And then you need to feel it in this area, where is the piriformis is located. Again, 10 to 15 seconds, and you go back. And we repeat this 3 times with the left side, 3 times with the right side. Next exercise is a stretching exercise for the hamstrings, located in the back side of your upper leg. You're just gonna sit down with both legs extended on the floor. You bend forwards and you try to grab your toes. Always pay attention that your both knees stay in full contact with the floor. Sometimes you will see it will not be possible to grab your toes. Then you go as far as possible with your hands so it stays comfortable. It's not necessary to grab the toes. More necessary is that your both knees stay extended in contact with the floor. We're gonna keep this for 15 seconds, the stretch, and then we go back to the start position. This exercise you may repeat 5 times. Next exercise we're going to show you is the stretch of the trapezius muscle, which is located in the upper part of the neck and also close to the shoulder. You start from a sitting position with your back very straight. With one hand you grab the opposite side of your head. You make a little bit flexion forwards. Then you make a lateral flexion until you feel the stretch on that side. And if you want to go a little bit further in the stretch, the last 3 seconds you can make a little bit a rotation. And then you're gonna feel it in this muscle, the trapezius muscle, which is also very important to stretch when you were several hours on the bike. After 10 to 12 seconds, you come back to the neutral position, and then again you swap to the opposite side. Okay, then you take your left hand, go to the right side of your head. First of all, a little bit flexion forwards, then you make the lateral flexion. First of all, make the tension there, and the last 3 seconds of your stretch, you make a little bit rotation with your head, like this. Then you need to feel it in this area. After 10 to 12 seconds, you come back. And this exercise you can again repeat 3 times with the right side and 3 times with the left side. So hopefully those exercises which Mikkel has shown you will help you to stay more comfortable now on the bike after several hours, and it will help you hopefully also to have more pleasure on your bike after a hard off training.